Hi boys and girls, Miss Schliff here. Today we are going to be learning about cause and effect. So your I can statement for today, or your learning target, is I can understand the difference between the terms cause and effect. Repeat after me. I can understand the difference between the terms cause and effect. Great. So before I read you our story, I'm going to go over both of the terms. So cause, everybody say cause. Repeat after me, is something that happens. All right, so a cause is something that happens. So if I am to rip a piece of paper, that would be the cause. Okay, and an effect, repeat after me, an effect is what happens as a result of a cause. Great, so an effect is something that happens as a result of a cause. So if the cause was me ripping the paper, the effect is that now I have two pieces of paper. Okay? So I want you listening closely to this story. I'm going to read and I want you thinking about different causes and effects that are happening within this story. And then when we're done, we will do a sort of these causes and effects that we hear. All right, listen closely. Max was really annoyed with himself. No matter how much he hurried, he was going to be late for baseball practice. He'd overslept because he'd forgotten to set his alarm the night before. After rushing to get dressed, he ran downstairs to find his mother mopping up a puddle of milk on the kitchen floor. Muffin, Max's cat, had a guilty look on her face. "Don't tell me," said Max. "I can guess what happened." Muffin jumped on the counter and knocked the carton of milk to the floor. Oh no. So, if you need to, you can pause here and you can rewind to re-listen to that story. And you can always revisit the story throughout this lesson if you forget what happened during it. Sometimes it takes a couple times listening to it to really understand and remember what's happening. So that is totally fine. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to talk about causes and effects. So I'm going to hang up my cause right here, and I'm going to hang up my effect right here. And I'm going to start with an example. So the first example is that Max was annoyed. So I want to know, Max was annoyed. Is that a cause or effect? Is Max being annoyed a cause of something or the result of something that happened? If you said effect, you are correct because there was something that happened to make Max annoyed. What was it that made Max annoyed? Pause here if you need a couple extra seconds for thinking. So what made Max annoyed was that he was going to be late for baseball practice. So the cause of Max being annoyed is him being late to practice. Okay, great. So the next one I have here is that Max overslept. Max overslept. Cause or effect? If you said cause, you are correct. But if you said effect, you are also correct. So I'm going to put this one over here as well because Max oversleeping is a cause and effect in different ways. Who knows how Max oversleeping is the cause? What did it cause to happen when Max overslept? So he overslept, and as a result, something happened. Think about it. If you need to pause the video here for a few extra thinking seconds, you may do so. So when Max oversleeping is a cause, the effect was that he was going to be late for practice. So him oversleeping caused him to be late. So him being late was the effect. Oh, wow. So different scenarios could be both causes and effects. Do you see how that's happening here? So sometimes when one thing happens, it just creates a bunch of other things to happen too. So when Max's oversleeping was an effect, what was the cause of him oversleeping? Think about it. What was the cause of him oversleeping? What made him oversleep? If you said that he forgot to set his alarm, you are correct. So Max forgetting to set his alarm is a cause because it resulted in him oversleeping, which was the effect. Something that happened because of a cause. Great job. So let's move on to Muffin. So I want to know, is milk on the kitchen floor, is that a cause or an effect? Did something have to happen for the milk to get on the floor? Yes. So milk on the kitchen floor is an effect because something happened to get it there. So I didn't just set this tape dispenser down, or it didn't just appear on my desk. I had to set it there. So same with the milk. What happened? What was the cause of it being on the kitchen floor? If you said that Muffin knocked the milk carton over, you're correct. So we know that Muffin the cat knocked it over. That caused milk to be all over the floor. Great. But milk on the kitchen floor, did that also cause something to happen? If you need to go back and re-listen to this story, you may do so. Please do. I encourage that. But I want you to think, milk being on the kitchen floor. If you walk by or if your mom walks by, would she just leave it there? No. Milk being on the kitchen floor was the cause to Mom mopping up the milk. So when it was on the floor, Mom said, oh, I gotta clean it up. So that was the effect. Great job, boys and girls. So let's go over cause and effect one more time. So we learned that a cause is something that happens, right? So these were all events that had happened throughout the story. And an effect is what happens as a result of a cause. So these are all effects because they happened after the cause, okay? So your I can or learning target today was I can understand the difference between the terms cause and effect. I hope you learned from me today. If you had a tough time with this, feel free to listen again or reach out for more. Thank you. Have a great day.